Yo, and welcome to a new video of the Wolvesville tournament from March 2024. Today I have a spectator game, but this one is going to be really exciting because we are playing on a very tense setup. As you can see, we have 5 werewolves, of which one is a sorcerer and one is a werewolf fan, sure, but it's still 5 werewolves and an instigator, meaning one of the villagers is also going to be acting as an evil. Here goes the Aura Seer, and the first day, of course, we're going to get a lot of claims and whatnot. There is only going to be one Spirit Seer claim that's going to be important to remember, because that means they have a lot of credits and they should be leading this game quite a lot. We've got a couple of RVs. 16 is claiming Aura Seer, of course, that is highly suspicious of being Sorcerer already. But yeah, 11 is claiming Sheriff, and that could also be a Sorcerer claim. We see 4 with an RV claim, 7 and 8 are checked red, so definitely one of them is Werewolf because there's only one Spirit Seer, and I assume this Spirit Seer is going to be real. We have a couple RV claims, 9 claims Beast Hunter, 7 counter-claimed Beast Hunter. It seems like 7 claimed earlier, but it was not the case. 9 claimed earlier. 9 is also checked unknown by 16. Of course, that's a little push in case 16 is Sorcerer. Now, we see the votes are really split between the two, because 7 has a counter-claim, and 8 is kind of late with a claim, to be fair. In the end, they tried to lynch 7, and it is not successful because the Guardian Werewolf has saved, apparently. And now the Witch kills 7 anyways. Which means that 8 isn't red per se anymore. It could still be evil, of course. But 7 is the one who was checked red of the 2, at least. And there goes the Witch himself. Of course, he did his job to some extent. Of course, he could have protected, who knows. But yeah, he didn't get the chance, really. Nobody was gonna claim Witch probably anyways, so this was a good kill for the werewolves. We have a Conjurer claim and 4 claimed RV and now claims VO, saying 8 is on the village team because 8 mourns 13. And this day is gonna be quite essential for this day, by the way, for this whole game. As I will explain, I'm going to slow down the voting phase a little bit so we can keep a close attention to the voting and also to the chat, because this is gonna be the moment of the game where the game is made. Also, 5 is confirmed good by 1. 1 was claiming Conjurer Aura Seer, I suppose. Or they have asked the info from the real Aura Seer, number 13. Or at least the dead Aura Seer, let's put it like that. But here we have a slowdown. As you can see, 15 is heavily pushing 14, because 14 pushed the tough guy claim of 8, saying the tough guy cannot be in the setup. That is a little mistake, because the tough guy can be in the setup, and if they had studied that, then they could have known. Then they claimed Ghost Lady, and 15 still keeps the vote on 14. Then 8 follows, 10 follows, and also 4 follows. And then the village just decides to give in and follow along. But if you're a sensible villager, you are not going to vote a mono-claimed Ghost Lady. Nobody else claims Ghost Lady. This is absolutely a signal that you should not be voting 14 right now, even though the game is going to be closed, because we have so many evils in the game and only 1 died so far. And there you go, as you can see right here, 14 has died as Ghost Lady, and this is going to be essential in this game, because as you can see right now, looking at the evils, 4 werewolves, an instigator makes 5 and an instigated villager makes 6. 6 of these 12 people are evil, which is like half the game. So this should pretty much mean an evil alliance win at this point. But as you can see right here, the Beast Hunter got the junior werewolf, and thus the instigator team in this case. Also going down with them is the tough guy. And that means that 2 of the RVs are down. The junior werewolf decided to take 9 down because apparently they had too much credit, or they just wanted to get rid of the trap or whatever. But yeah, the instigator recruits are down, meaning that the village might have a chance again. As you can suspect, there are still 3 werewolves left and an instigator, 4 evils in total against 5 villagers. But who are those evils? At this point, they could know a few, because there are definitely too many RV claims. 8 still doesn't have the credit he needs. At this point, it's confirmed that 5 and 9 are RVs, so there's only 1 RV left. 16 has more credit, 11 seems to have more credit as well, and so does 15, who has mislynched 14 and really initiated that as a RV or as an evil. We'll see about that later. 8 is instigator, so that is probably the best lynch they can have here. because you don't want to have an instigator. Well, maybe it's not, but if the instigator is gonna get a kill, it could be over very quickly. The main thing about the village right now that gives them a chance is the fact that they have a conjure, a bully, and a spirit seer all alive still. And let's see what happens. Actually, nothing happens, which means that the werewolf fan has probably turned. Also, if you look at this info, well, here goes 15 by the way. This is another huge mistake from the village, but it makes a little bit more sense in my opinion that this bully kills the tough guy, because 15 had a lot of counterclaims through 11 and 16 who are also confirmed evil because of all the RVs being dead basically. But on top of that, 15 hard pushed 14 and 14 turned out to be good, so that's probably why 3 has killed 15 here. I guess it's a fair kill, but it's really not something that the village could use at all at this point. Now we just have 4 villagers again and 3 werewolves. And don't forget about the fact that one of those werewolves is a jelly wolf and has not saved quite yet. So we will have to see some insane clutch from the village. 16 is now getting lynched. Well, the most obvious targets for lynch are 11 and 16 because they cannot be RV or a seer or sheriff, and yeah, 16 is probably sorcerer because claiming an info role, and they indeed are the sorcerer. They did play really well, I would say, in this game. Shark 11 definitely not a bad player at all. And currently we know that 11 is bad, but we don't know for sure whether 6 or 10 is bad. But 6 has claimed Bellringer. There is a fixed Bellringer in the setup. 10 has no claim. They are both checked blue, but that is in a night in which the Beast Hunter trap killed the Junior Werewolf and the Tough Guy. So technically speaking, I think because of the kills, it doesn't count a Werewolf kill, but a Beast Hunter kill. And the Beast Hunter died anyways, so that info is kind of useless right here. But as you can see right here in the chat, there was no kill. One says 11 is Werewolf, meaning that 11 is a regular Werewolf and not Jelly Wolf. And if 11 is a regular werewolf, that has to be the werewolf fan who is turned at this point, apparently.
Just then,
we have a 3 versus 1 going into this night right here, because the conjurer tough guy is dead, and so is the werewolf fan. We have a jelly wolf left, but if they get a good kill here, and it's a pretty obvious trajectory, I have to say, what the jelly wolf has to do right now, but they still have a save. Yeah, they have to kill the bully, because if they don't, they really risk dying or just getting outvoted easily and not being able to use the ability even. 10 is confirmed evil right here, but it is already kind of known. 10 already says in the chat, I am invincible. So let's just skip to the voting phase and let's see what happens. And yeah, the Jelly Wolf has saved another player as expected. And if they kill someone, the game should be over and the Werewolves win. And there's really 2 things to blame here, both involve 15 in particular. First of all, 15 pushed 14, and 14 did claim Ghost Lady late, I have to say that, they could have claimed earlier. But 15 kept pushing, giving the werewolves some leeway to also push, and then the village just followed, which also shouldn't be the case, but they really didn't have much to counter that. And then the bully killed 15, which was the other mistake of this game, meaning the werewolves have won, and that shows how tight this setup is, which I really like because that keeps you on your toes, makes sure that everyone involved has to fight. There isn't really anything like a lazy easy victory in this setup. If you loved what you just saw, then make sure to check out this juicy video I have here for you. You can also subscribe and turn on epic notifications to never miss a future upload. My social links, including Discord server, are in the link tree. Link is in the description. I will see you later, and don't be a traitor.